Rise and shine. Good morning, everybody. I'm Heather Healy. Thank you for starting your Wednesday with us, June 8th. And we're going to first check in with Tegan Orpit this morning for a first check of the weather. Tegan, good Wednesday morning to you. How hot is it going to be today? That's the #1 question on my mind. Well, high school sports teams across Illinois, they're expected to accelerate their preseason workouts today under new return to play guidelines. But as Chris Dewar details, any gathering optimism for fall took a rather significant hit in the Gem City this weekend. Well, in times like these, a smile can definitely go a long way. And a father-daughter duo in Kentucky is starting a movement one smile at a time. Kate Springer has the heartwarming story. Today's number of the day takes a glance at what voters think the future holds for the coronavirus. 29% believe the worst of the pandemic is already behind them. However, a Ballotpedia survey found nearly half believe the worst is still to come. Well, you may remember many Iowans voted absentee in the primary during this ongoing pandemic before Iowa lawmakers adjourned session last month, and they made some changes to state election laws. KHQA's Iowa State House reporter Caroline Cummings explains how lawmakers put some limits on the Secretary of State's powers that could slow the process of voting absentee. So don't go out in the heat of the day and work out, because I did that yesterday and definitely paid for it. But Rachel, I've got to ask you, it's 5:40 this morning. How are we feeling this morning here on the morning show? Well, the third person who died after being shot at a warehouse in central Illinois has been identified. Marcia Strumter of Springfield died at a hospital Saturday from multiple gunshot wounds. And this comes after a person opened fire in Bonomatic on Friday. The victims who died on Friday are 25-year-old Christopher Allmiller and 61-year-old Bill Gibbons, both of Springfield. There will be grief counselors on site, and a memorial vigil for the victims is scheduled for this evening at Centennial Park in Springfield. All right, it's everybody's favorite trending on social media today. Step aside, Yankees. The Cardinals are stepping up to the plate, facing the White Sox near Dyersville Diamond. Remember, that's the site of the 1989 film Field of Dreams. Taking place Thursday, August 13th. The Yankees were originally scheduled to play, but because of the shortened MLB season, because of COVID-19, playing the White Sox was no longer feasible. In Fort Madison, a missing teenager has returned home. Police reported 15-year-old Jemiah Williams missing on Sunday. They are thankful to the community for their help in finding him. The Illinois Veterans Home in Quincy announces a positive case of COVID-19. A Veterans Affairs spokesperson says family, staff, and residents have been notified. The VA says the Vets Home is using the latest medical guidance from state and local health officials, and that includes another round of facility-wide testing. Residents are encouraged to stay in their rooms to minimize movement within the facility. How about the 7 things you need to know today? Let's start with number 1. The Quincy Better Business Bureau knows it's hard enough to move during a global pandemic. When you're getting ready for your move, it also wants you to be on the lookout for fraudulent moving companies. They say some moving scams occur when a company increases prices after being hired. Other reports state moving companies can hold personal items until the consumer pays more. The election and campaign gets underway. Senator Joni Ernst and her Democratic opponent Teresa Greenfield are upping the ante in their attacks, this time over ethanol policy in Washington. Tasty news for foodies in the Windy City. The annual food festival known as Taste of Chicago will still happen this year, but this time it's all to go. People in town can enjoy meals from neighborhood restaurants and food trucks, but now anyone around the world can take part in the fun too, from cooking demonstrations to virtual music and dance events. Organizers say it's good old-fashioned foodie fun for all. Taste of Chicago to go runs through this Sunday.